Alrighty. Um, Yet another random issue. Once again, found this through looking at the GitHub issue search. And I think this time we picked a much smaller one that hopefully this will be a shorter video because I don't expect this to be too hard. So the issue that I found is this one. It was just created a few hours ago. Um, and it seems like this repository TypeStat is using a Node.js package for functionality that is built into Node.js Core now. Um, and so the issue is just basically saying, let's stop using the external package and just use the utility that's built into Node.js. Seems pretty easy. Um, and I think we could hack this one out pretty quickly. The repository in question is called TypeStat. It seems like it's a utility that will automatically add types to JavaScript projects to aid in conversion from JavaScript to TypeScript. It will add missing types for nulls and undefineds, for example, which help you use stricter TypeScript options. Um, Never used this project before, but sounds pretty cool. So let's just jump right into it. I don't even know where in the project this package is used, but it says that it's only used in one spot. So let's get things cloned, let's get the tests running, and then we'll search and find where it's used and see whether the API usage replacement is as trivial as the bug author says. Up this. Go. Um, let's quickly check whether they have a contributor guide. See whether I'm development. Uh, issues. Seems very well organized. Nice. Development. Uses PNPM. Uh, this is already a throwback to the first video where I was working on data VZRD and I figured out what this is. TS up. Build source. Build watch. Yes. Keep checking. Okay. I think I still have PNPM. So. Oh. Might be meant to be PNPM install. That would be more familiar to me. I think so. I think that might be a bug in the contributing guide. Well, that was quick. processes. And watch. Yes, we test. Okay, so while that build is running in parallel, let's do that. Oh, it's done. pnpm run test. Very nice. Is that it? All the tests? Waiting for changes, so it's already in watch mode. Okay. The package that we are looking for from the bug is strip ANSI. Of a lock file, we have package.json and process output. So let's check great process output. Strip ANSI. Okay, so let's check the documentation here for strip ANSI. I'm going to compare this obviously to the strip ANSI escape codes from a string. So is any different than control character? Any ANSI escape codes returned. So this seems identical. I don't see any reason why we can't just straight up replace one with the other. They have identical descriptions. They seem to be describing identical functionality. So import from util. This is strip vt control characters. This can go away. This becomes strip vt control characters. The package.json, which has strip ANSI in it. This can go away. And we might be done. Let's go back here, run the tests again. Everything still passes. I'm gonna check the test directory really quick and see if that's all the tests that they have. Doesn't really look like it. They don't have too many. Source runtime provider tracking. Other tests. Most TypeStat tests run TypeStat on checked-in files and are using snapshot testing, but these tests are looking under test cases. Net locally. Okay, I think we're done. So let's run the lint. They have a very comprehensive set of steps here, so I don't want to send something out that doesn't correspond to their standards. I felt a little bad after the first video when I sent out the data VZRD changes because I really messed up the white space of that project, and the owner of the project actually fixed it in a subsequent commit. And I even mentioned in that video trying to follow their guidelines carefully, but I think we're done. I think that's it. So let's check and make sure nobody else has added anything. I don't think so. So we will come over here. NPX. mention npx? npx. What is npx? Arbitrary command from an npx. Husky. Recommit. Node mod bin. Okay. Turn this. Here we go. Okay. Husky. Hmm. Husky. Don't have npm. This might already exist. If I okay. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely missing from their uh, documentation, but they might just assume that you have pnpm set up, and I didn't need to install any global tools for the last pnpm package that I did, so it's not surprising that I didn't have it. Um, basically copy this. Oh. And Looks like it was added in. Yeah. So it was an addition. This struct bt control characters was added in yes and appears to be a direct finality dependency. The only question is, does the package.json file declare like a minimum node version? Engines node greater than or equal to 18. They already have a restriction here that more than covers this, so I'm gonna add that to the to the commit description. I think that's relevant. Type stats. Stat already declares a dependency on Node.js that are equal to 18. JSON, so depending on this, yeah, should be good. I think that's it. It was a quick one. About as easy of a bug as you can find. So we go to here. Work. Okay. And the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure. Oh, I should have added fixes. I know they said in their CL in their dev guide not to do force pushes and worry about the history there, but I haven't created the pull request yet, so I think this is safe. Now I'm gonna go through the contributing guide one more time, just because they had pretty detailed instructions. I don't think of your draft. Good, I think it's ready. Granular that. Formatting prettier. Ran into that with the git commit, so I think the formatting ran. I did run the lints, right? I did. Yeah, okay. I think I'm basically ready to go. So here, pull. Load make X fixes 2177. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad I double checked this. Not any problem having like a really detailed contributing guide. Um, I think that's totally reasonable if you're uh, receiving a lot of changes and want to respect your own time. Um, but it's pretty clear from the documentation that that's what they expected. So I'm glad I took the time to read through everything there. But everything, in my opinion, looks pretty good. The package.json wasn't it under dev dependencies? No, it was under dependencies. Okay, do it. I think we're pretty good. Was right. Yep, accepting. Okay. Uh, we will have to wait and see what happens. But that's about as easy as an issue gets. Sometimes the person doing the bug report did all the hard work for you. And in that case, that's what happened here. They realized that there was a new function that replaced the old functionality. They created the bug with exactly what needed to be done, and all I had to do was do a couple of small edits. So this is the easiest possible case. Big change from the last multi-hour video. So I'm gonna sign off there, and thanks everybody.